Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK Tiger, and I will be in your ears for the next 90 minutes or so, because that's how this show works. And it's Pride Month! Yep, we've hit June. It is now Pride Month. So not only do I have a train flip-flatting behind us as well, but I also have the flag. He says, looking up at the monitor. I could look at that monitor as well. Looking up at all the various, everything except the camera. So, yep, the flag's up. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. It's gone that way round this time. So next week it might be different. Who knows? And Jennifer Batgirl says, yay to the flag. Yes, hello everyone in chat. Hello Southpaw. Hello Jennifer Batgirl. Hello Condor. Hello Xavier. Hello me. Hello everyone else who's in there. And hello anyone who is listening to YouTubes and wants to pop into the YouTube chat. Welcome to Pride Month, where we're all gayer than usual. And I'm pretty gay as it is to start with, really. So, but I am not alone in this, fabulous month of June. For we also have the erstwhile voices of Charleston.
Hello.
Hedgie.
Good evening, everybody.
Xavier.
Yep.
And the Void.
Well, the Void doesn't have a voice.
Wow, that's because it's got an echo. It kind of sucks all the voice in. So it's got all of our voices, really, all disappearing into the ether. Or being absorbed into the singularity, whichever you prefer. Oh,
Or just generally sucking, which is...
Or just generally sucking, yeah, that works too. So yes, we are TigerTails Radio. This is, he says, consulting the notes, Season 16, Episode 19. We're nearly on Episode 20, folks, which means, in the grand scheme of things, absolutely nothing!
Oh, good!
Yay!
Fantastic!
I know, right? So, yeah, party atmosphere. It's Pride. Well, unless you're in London, in which case it comes in July, or in Southampton, in which case it comes in August, or in Hampshire, in which case it comes in February. So, yeah, pick your month, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good. Or not, as the case may be. But yes, so what we shall do is probably get a little bit of a jingle going so we can talk about our weeks, and then I can actually eat my dinner. Because I haven't done that bit yet.
Aha!
Running a bit behind today, so you could probably tell. So, let us jingle and see where we go.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And the fickle finger of fate has chosen Hedgie to start us off. So, Hedge, how's your week been?
Oh, well, my week has been interesting because I am now back in the world of people who are employed. So, yes, it was my first week as a court usher at the Courts of Justice in Southampton. So, yes, I am now a civil servant. I now work for the Ministry of Justice. As such, I am bound to the Official Secrets Act and can say nothing else. Yeah.
Which won't stop him.
Yeah. So basically, as a court usher, my job is to basically book people in so they're ready to actually go to court. It's then to make sure that the courts are prepped, which basically means putting out jugs of water, making sure that all the information is to hand, giving the judges all their cases so they've got all their work to do, and then ensuring that everyone who is ready for that case is ready to go, informing the judge and going, are you ready for your first case? At which point they go, no, and I go, no problem, or they go, yes, at which point I then go, please follow me, and I escort them through to the judge. So, yeah. It's basically very akin to being reception, except it involves people's lives. So, as opposed to doing reception where you go, no, you can't come in, you've had too much to drink. It's like, right, okay, you will be going in to face a judge who will decide what happens to the rest of your life.
Much less,
So,
can you bring your ID next time at conversations?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yes, it's a lot of responsibility because obviously this is, court. But it is a very interesting job. I will certainly say that. It's certainly not boring. Absolutely not.
Good.
But yes. So I am slowly learning the ropes. I did my first technically full solo session today. I did have some help from my trainer, but most of the time it was done by me. So
Nice.
yeah. So yes, it is. I am back in the world of employment. So thankfully, I won't be sitting on my butt in my house anymore, going, "Oh my god, I'm bored." So yes, I've got things to do. Thankfully. Ha 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 ha.
It's also a Monday to
So,
Friday
yeah.
job, giving you
It is,
weekends
yes.
free and still giving you
Yes.
accessible times for your voiceover work.
Like recording,
'Cause,
yes, because on this Sunday, so yesterday, I did the recording that I had for Hades as a Disney Sonic crossover. So I got to do my James Woods impression, which I'm very proud of. So, so yeah, nice.
Dear me.
But yeah, Saturday I've decided is going to be my winding down day, and then Sunday is when I do recording. So yeah, that's going to be the week from now on. So Saturday is, oh my god, decompress. Sunday is, right, voice work day. So yes, so that's how it's going to be going forward. Look at me making plans. Woohoo!
Being responsible and shit.
Being responsible, yes. All right. So, and let's see, who's next, shall we see? Mr. Xavier, why don't you tell us what you've been up to?
Working week. We've been less busy, which is nice. We have actually been catching up on stuff, which is nice. My general mood and motivation for work has taken a hit, so I am a little bit at the moment, which is a shame. So I need to figure out what I need to do to get a bit more motivated about things. Let's see. Wednesday, we went down yonder valley. I say down yonder valley. We were splunking in a cave.
Oh,
was
good
spider.
grief.
And we were avoiding the spiders. We all decided to fuck off, having dealt with spiders. But no, Shades decided that more spiders needed to spider with us for the spider. So we had an entire session where some people were getting frustrated with being trapped in webbing. Some people were getting frustrated because they were rolling the worst rolls in the world. We weren't. 6 natural 20s.
Yep.
6 natural 20s.
Yeah.
For the players.
Yeah.
So we had some fun times. We then had a ginormous spider trying to chase us out of the cave, successfully chase us out of the cave. We ran away bravely. It was really quite fun. Shades' naming conventions for all of his NPCs is going to be the death of me. God damn it. So that was Wednesday. Friday, roleplay with Robin and my friends. Wasn't too bad, a little bit chaotic. Winding down the week. Fridays are always tricky because end of the week anyway. And then Saturday, I went and saw those two. You can't see it, but they're down beneath me and you can't see them on the thing. Hedgie and TK.
Yes.
Because we went out to do a challenge for a project that's going to be hitting the channel at some point once the video's been edited. So we were doing the taking of the picture things on a day which initially I thought wasn't going to be that bad. So I went out in a hoodie thinking it's going to be a bit cold. Thank God Hedgie brought that silly do-rag because I got sunburnt on the way from TK's to the station. It's like, God fucking damn it. Really lovely weather. Fun time for all. We were all fucking knackered. I fell asleep round TK's because Jesus Christ. Good fun. And then Sunday was a chill day. I say chill. I had to do cleaning all day because we've got landlady letting agency guy turning up on Wednesday to check out the flat. So we had to make sure everything that is the house and our stuff to a degree looks presentable. So cleaning the bathrooms, cleaning the kitchen, bringing out the industrial limescale descaler because the South Coast, no, not the South Coast, Southampton is a hard water area. Not the South Coast, because Exeter is a soft water area, and believe me, you know the difference very quickly. It's like, why are you washing dishes in bubble bath? Forgot we were in a soft water area, Mum. So Sunday was primarily just like laundry, cleaning, vacuuming, charging the portable vacuum cleaner, all of that jazz. So that was done. And then today was more work, less busy, motivation struggling. So I just need to figure out on that. But outside of that, I am feeling not too bad because holiday end of this month, where we're doing for our wedding anniversary, because it's 6 years.
Whoa!
From when we got married, where TK was in his kilt, conveniently on the hottest day of the year. With
that was not a bad plan at all.
The most number of cruise liners having come in. We picked a great day for the wedding.
It's like, hey, it's the hottest day of the year. Who wants to be in trousers? Not me!
I was. Thank God I was only wearing a black shirt. So we're doing a wolf experience and looking at some other stuff at like a wolf wildlife zoo area. It's a bit of a drive. So
nice.
Yeah, that's end of this month, and I'll need the holiday break because it's going to be by then. If I haven't sorted out my motivation, I will definitely need something to recharge. But yeah, so that's me filling because we now have Man Still Eating.
No, I finished eating.
Cold.
I finished eating.
You finished eating.
I can go next.
So you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next because I can set up
could
Jackbox.
do his bit with his cold in seconds, meaning you don't have. Go, TK.
I'm a go. Yeah. So yeah. Week has been a week of work. We had the bank holiday Monday off, which was nice. But then, it's been rest of the week. Was this week a full week? I've really lost track of what days we've had off.
Last
recently.
week was a part week because
so today is supposed to be the first full week, yeah?
Yes, today is the first full week. It's June.
Yeah.
Wow, it's the first full week for everyone else, not me. I've got Friday off. And I got Monday off next week as well. Because I figured I fancied a long weekend, so I took it. I was like, these days are available. Click, click, mine. So, booked them off work. So that'll give me some chance to do a bit of editing for the stuff we've done over the weekend. So, I was on Xavier said on Wednesday we did roleplay with Shades. We did some D&D and fought many, many spiders. And were nearly killed by many, many spiders. And
Stavros.
and
many Stavros.
Yeah.
Wasn't it, TK? Many Stavros.
Many Stavros. It's fun when you're a big character with a big sword that can't hit for shit, because all the dice go, I see you want to hit something. Yeah, have a 3. Yeah, because you can hit loads with a 3. Have a 5. Oh, here you go. Have 2. Oh, that's so helpful for you. So that wasn't.
If Shays is here listening, we loved the session. Honestly,
the session was great. No, I've already told him that, but the dice can sometimes just be against you. I mean, for the saving throws and things, it was great because Shades was not rolling well either. So I was like, he goes to attack, he misses horribly. He goes to attack, he misses horribly.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Well, for me, the dice just take away a lot. A lot. Luckily, my character's got a high AC, so he's quite hard to hit because he's a big paladin type dude, and therefore it's supposed to be the tank. But he's a bit useless because he can't hit anything because my dice are terrible. It's not the character's fault the dice are shit, but there we go. Yeah. So I've changed dice colour many times, see if that makes a difference, because we play using fantasy grounds, so you can change the colour of your dice. And while it's all in your head, really, sometimes it helps. And so, ish. But and then this weekend, it was doing some filming in the sun, getting very burned. You can't quite see it in this light, because it's the wrong kind of light, but this is kind of red in real life. It's like, that's going to peel at some point in May, because it hasn't quite ticked over to June by this point. It's like, who gets sunburned in May? What's going on there? We're going to have a crap summer, aren't we? Because we've had summer now. So that'll be fun to look forward to. And then, today was back to the, well, I say back to the office, but I work from home on Monday, so it's back to the home office for another exciting day of work. Whereupon it's then finish work, fall asleep, and then spend the rest of the evening doing things that you wanted to do earlier on in the evening but couldn't because you were asleep.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Place Up and a lot of Unrailed 2 with Shades as well in the evenings.
Ooh.
That's been good fun. Unrailed 2 has just had another update because it's still in early access at the moment, so they're frequently updating it. Yep.
Wow.
It's really good. It's very good. I do recommend it. So when it eventually gets a full release and comes out on consoles, I might do some video of it for TigerTails Gaming.
Ooh.
We shall see. So, can thoroughly recommend if other people want to get Unrailed 2. We can all play together. That'd be good fun. You can build tracks, and play with trains. I like that. So, but yeah, otherwise, it's been a pretty fairly peaceful week. Got some editing done for things, got some other bits and bobs done. And yeah, just really generally catching up on, or avoiding the washing up, but doing all the other chores. Just can't, it's too hot to wash up. I can't save over a hot stove and a hot sink in the same night. It's just too hot. Too much. So it's like some nights I'll go, I'm hungry, but I can't be asked to cook. I'll just make Weetabix. There we go. Food! That's how that works, right? I'm an adult. Can you tell?
Yep.
So, yeah, but yeah, as I've felt Xavier's lack of motivation pain quite strongly in places. Sometimes it's just like, just going to sit for 5 minutes, and then 30 YouTube videos later, well, it's time to go to bed. Shit, what happened? Oh, well. Whoopsie doodle. So, yeah, if it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't know what day of the week it was, really. Because like, how far are we from the next episode of TigerTails Radio? We are this many days. Right, okay. This week must be Thursday. Right, I know what I'm doing. Going to see my father. So, is it a D&D point? Is it a podcast night? I don't know what's going on. Somebody shoot me. So, yeah, that's pretty much been my week. Mr. Charleston, how has your week been?
My week's been interesting because, as you may remember from last week, I attended the UK Games Expo to see if I could get my game published.
Yes.
I've deliberately not asked how it went because I wanted to hear about it tonight.
But before that, we got a little preview about what happened in my garden before leaving, because I had the brainiac idea of doing some last-minute tidying up of my place before going, so I could have a nice home to come back to.
Yep.
And I've been having a bit of a problem in my shed, in my garden, that there's been water leaking in. And I found out where it was leaking in. It was leaking in the windowsill. I know it's leaking in the windowsill because it fell off.
Whoopsie. Oh no! Oh, good grief!
It's, as you can see, completely rotted away.
Yes.
So before leaving, actually, there's like a second part here. It's in 2 parts.
Whoa!
Yeah. So I thought, oh crud, I'm not going to leave my shed with a massive hole in it. Especially since that's why I keep my bike safe.
Yep.
Yes.
So what I had to do was take an emergency dash down to B&Q, which for our American friends is basically our version of Home Depot.
Yep.
And buy some wood and makeshift fixing my windowsill so that I could feel it was at least somewhat safe. And you can see the fix. You could see it's a bit of a bod job, and it's not even been painted yet. But at least it's done, and it feels sturdy, and it's dry.
Well, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could find a photo quickly just to share the bod job.
Share the botch job in channel. So if you're not in the Discord, this is a good reason to be in the Discord, because occasionally photos go there. So that I can't bring onto the main thing because I haven't had time to prepare them in advance.
No!
Yeah. Like, if you want me to display something on the show, give it to me beforehand. Preferably.
That would require planning.
Well, exactly. I was going to say, preferably many days beforehand, so I can add it in at the last minute.
I can't seem to find my photos. I'll find it later. It doesn't matter.
That's no worries.
Yeah,
no
stick it in the general chit-chat channel.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
So,
Yep.
then we decided, we left on the Thursday. My partner and I, because my partner attended with me. And this was, bless him, his first ever time sleeping in a youth hostel. He's a Yep.
Yeah, youth hostels.
So I knew what to expect. But he was really anxious about it, bless him. And partially to calm his nerves, but also partially because it actually turned out cheaper for us. I did book a private double bed as opposed to a bed in a dorm.
Yeah.
That actually turned out cheaper for us to book one private room for the 2 of us rather than two beds in a dorm that everybody shares.
Makes perfect sense.
Helped them a lot. Yeah. And as we were there, we met a couple of other people who were going to the expo.
Oh, nice.
And over the course of 3 nights, we actually became quite good friends with them. We got to play the games that we brought. We've now got hooked on one of them. I'm not going to say which one it is, but we now got hooked on a game that I never heard of before. But it's like, damn, this is a really good game to play.
Yeah.
In particular, this French-German lady we became friends with spoke almost fluent English. She stumbled on a couple of words, but she understood us all right. And just asked us to repeat ourselves if something wasn't quite clear. Basically jealous how everyone can speak English better than English can.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Friday we then went down to the expo. Oh my god, is the National Exhibition Centre humongous?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yes.
I've never been to Birmingham before, let alone the National Exhibition Centre. Good grief.
Yeah.
Now I know why it's held there.
Yep, it is huge.
Yeah,
NEC is not
kind
even...
of ironic that all the phones were leaving confuzzled right after I was arriving at the same place for another thing. Yeah. Ben.
So how'd it go?
Ben Blanton was very, very overwhelmed by that. He was not a fan of that size at all, and spent quite a lot of time sat outside, people watching because he couldn't cope with the noise and just the sheer crowds.
That's fair.
Whoa.
Yeah, we even had a bit of a tiff about it the next day, but that's been resolved.
Good.
But it was, I enjoyed it at least. It was really good to see so many board games. So many board games.
Yep.
And all different kinds of different board game related events, like different championships, which we didn't take part in, but still had fun watching. What else was there? Oh, there were Vikings outside.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, there was like a mock Viking village where people were having fights every 5 minutes.
Nice.
Somehow bringing themselves back to life.
Are you sure that wasn't just drunk people in Birmingham?
No, because they wouldn't be Vikings.
I gotta say, Birmingham itself, I've never been to Birmingham before. I heard horror stories about it. I think it's fine. It's like any other city I've been to.
Pretty much.
I'm sure there's terrible parts of it, but there's terrible parts of London, there's terrible parts of Cardiff, there's terrible parts of Swansea. I know, I've been there. It's like...
Yes, it's called the DVLA.
Yeah.
Every city has a good part and bad parts. I think Manchester is perfectly fine. It just looks a bit dated at worst.
DVLA is, hello there. You'd like to reapply for your license. Have you made sure to cut it into 2 pieces and send it to the correct postcode? Remember, there's 17 of them. You must get the right one.
I'm
not going to tell you which one. You've got to work that out for yourself.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anywho, the main reason that I went to the expo was to take part in the designer publisher speed dating event. I still wish they come up with a better name, but at the same time, I can't think of a better name for it. It's exactly what it sounds like. You get a table, and you set your game up half an hour, and then you get 5 minutes with each publisher. They ring a bell, and next one moves along, ring a bell, next one moves along. You've got to repeat the same pitch over and over. And I had 2 main responses. There were the people who seemed genuinely enthusiastic. One lady even ran to my table when she saw her colleague was approaching mine. Because, to slightly explain it better, the room was split into 2 halves, the light games and the heavy games. And I was in the light category because mine was under an hour. The heavy games were the sort that last about 3 hours.
Right, yes.
But there's one publisher who specialized in both, and she was looking on the heavy table, but she apparently was really excited about my game in particular. So when she saw her colleague was now approaching mine, she left from that table and ran straight to mine and just wanted to see mine. So that's encouraging, at least.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was one sort of response. The ones who seemed genuinely enthusiastic, or at least surprised at how much work I put into it. One was like, I've never seen anyone put so much work into making it colorblind friendly before. And then the other half, who were like, it's a really good game and you worked hard on it, but we can't publish it because we specialize in such and such instead.
It's good, but it's not for us.
Yeah, they were saying either they specialize in pure abstract strategy as opposed to themed abstract strategy.
So basically, it's every episode of Dragon's Den.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a really good idea, and it will make millions, but I'm out.
More or less. Yeah, it lasted about 3 hours, and bless Ben, he sat outside the whole time, just people watching.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was extremely patient, and I felt so bad for him afterwards. But yeah, I won't know for a while whether anyone was taking it on board. I'm not immediately expecting anyone to, despite the enthusiasm. But hey, I gave it a shot, and I must admit I've also got an idea for another game that's developing already.
Whoa!
Yeah, nice. But it's in my head right now. It's not even on paper, so I'm not going to say anything about it.
Yeah, no, get it on paper.
Yes. The good thing is you've enjoyed the experience, and you know what to do if you do it again, which is
I now know
much
what
more
this-
valuable. Yeah, much more valuable.
I gotta say, it was scary at first, but as I got into the swing of it, it actually became a lot more fun. Because I
Yeah,
I
it's
just knew
always,
my lines apart and was able to answer questions.
The first thing is basically just getting over that first hurdle of going, okay, it's basically akin to stage fright. You're like, oh my God. You're just like, once you step onto the stage, then you basically, that's the biggest hurdle. You're then there. That's the hardest thing, is seeing everybody and going, oh my God. As soon as you step in and just basically go into your character, which is, game demonstrator, then you're there. It's being able to transition from person that you are to person that you are going to be. It's basically that transition phase. It's akin to like walking through a wall of syrup. It's really hard at first, but once you start moving, God damn, it feels amazing.
Can confirm.
I equate it more to like being on a roller coaster, like being in the queue and going up the lift hill. That's really scary, and you get anxious. And as soon as you go over the lift hill and actually go on the ride, it's a lot of fun. That's the way I sort of see it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Colossus.
Yeah.
I don't like Colossus's lift hill and that first drop, but after that, it's fine. And the corkscrews are amazing. But the rest
So yeah, that happened. The day after, looked at more games and also paid to go and see a show. Is anyone here familiar with the YouTube channel No Rolls Barred?
The what?
No Rolls
YouTube
Barred.
channel No Rolls Barred.
Yeah, they're a board game. They're a board
I've
game
not
YouTube
heard
channel.
of it, no. Oh, are they?
I think they
Okay.
played Communist Monopoly at one point.
Ooh.
They did, yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that just Monopoly?
No, it's Communist Monopoly.
Yeah. Regular Monopoly, yeah.
No, that's capitalist
No,
Monopoly.
you're trying to help each other and supporting for the greater good. Not, I am not going to buy a hotel because then other people could potentially buy a hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm going to dick everyone else over.
I'm not going to buy a hotel because the government owns them all.
Anywho, yeah, I paid to see a show where the crew play giant wavelength. I'm not going to bother explaining the rules of wavelength. They do it way better than I could. It's very simple to get your head around once you see it in action.
Nice.
Basically, you're trying to read each other's minds. That's the gist of it.
Oh, I
but that
see.
was not
Oh, right. So it's like being married.
That's what I saved you about that.
Yeah, I could actually couples do a lot better than not couples doing it, actually. Yeah, watch them play that. So all in all, must have spent about £200 on new games that I've somehow
Whoa.
actually and also Funko Pops.
Oh, God.
Because I saw someone was like, I've never seen that before. It's a Funko Pop. I'm getting it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've come home with more board games and Funko Pops and a cold, which I'm sure I got from the expo.
Probably.
Yep. You did
Probably.
exactly what I did when I went to FurCons. I'm bringing
Yeah.
this much money with me. Oh my God, I have bought everything. So yeah.
That art looks nice. I'll buy some of that. That
Yeah,
tail
pretty
looks
much.
awesome. I'll buy that. Well,
Pretty
I need
much.
to eat. Buy food. Oh,
Yeah.
these many badges.
Yes, that was exactly me.
But
All
I
of
was
the-
at least a bit cautious because there was one game on a store that I saw, and I loved the mechanism, and I thought it was a nice quick game that was great for 2 players.
Mhm.
Problem is, I can make the exact same game with 3 dice and a few pieces of cardboard cut out. I didn't need to
Ah.
buy it,
I see.
so I thought I'd pass on that one.
Uh-huh.
That's the trouble. You
I
need
wonder
to
they're
make it
watching me now. I'm
unrepeatable
gonna
at
think,
home.
that's why you didn't buy it.
Mhm.
See, someone's made the board game version of our Mellow, which
Oh.
they put up for free for you to kind of download and print and do yourself. And it's like,
Damn.
that'd be fun. If I had enough
Except-
printer ink in the world, I'd do that.
How do you make the AI behave the way the AI does? That's the hard part.
The rules give you kind of various algorithms and scenarios to follow for the AI turns.
Oh, so dumbass, let's go attack the guards every round could happen. For those who are wondering why I'm saying this, we have put Armello on TigerTails Gaming. Go watch that video.
I loved Armello.
The AI is stupid.
I have
I know.
platinumed Armello now on the PlayStation.
Yes, I know.
I was very happy about that. Rivers Platinum is the fucking worst. Rivers Trophy is the fucking worst. It really is. Use your hero power to defeat 3 enemies. Great. So now I've got to get myself all lined up. So I've got 3 enemies with 1 HP in front of me, so I can attack all 3 of them in my turn. Great. That's not tricky at all. Thanks, game.
The scenario happens, but inevitably something gets in the way, so you can't always pull it off. Like mountains.
Yeah.
Fucking birds. The king, you know.
Are we all done for our weeks, though? Anything else you want to add, Justin?
That's it. No, I think that's...
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, good. Right, well, if everybody has all weeked up, let us go into the Jackbox Gamings.
Yeah.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
And as the jingle says, we have a spot at Quiplash. Because we haven't played Quiplash for a little while. Schmitty, what's the room code?
Put in this room code to play. XTQI.
Thank you, Schmitty. XTQI, there is your room code.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Cosmic. Welcome to the madness.
Hey.
Hello and welcome to everyone who's waiting for the game to start.
And
So
Rat with
if-
Cold.
If you want to play, give yourself a... Oh, no, you need to go to the website first. Point an internet-enabled device, jackbox.tv. Give yourself a silly little name. Enter the room code X-Ray Tango Quebec India. And you can join us playing Quiplash and making stupid gags. And being convinced that Jackbox stalk us like motherfuckers. My God.
It's true. Oh, hello. Saviour's in.
Hey.
Ah, we have a full room.
Xavier
Whoa.
traumatizes QI. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. Oh, to be able to be a guest on that show for like 5 minutes.
You need to be famous for that, and none of us are that famous.
No.
I know. It's a shame.
Well, there are, what, 4 of us, aren't there?
Yes.
Yes.
So, you
Are
know.
you saying we create our own version of QI?
Well, we'd need a host, but we could do.
Hey, I'm a host. I can do that.
Well, no, because you're one of us. You have to be,
Oh yeah.
you have to be on the panel.
Oh
no,
yeah.
no.
I suppose.
We'll have to find a host. Where's
Well,
Tom
not
Scott when you need
necessarily.
him?
Sandy Toxvik was on the panel. Then she became the host.
That's true. But if we're ripping
So I
it
could-
off...
She's still hosting it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
She's
we're
still
gonna...
hosting it, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
still
she's
hosting.
still hosting at the moment. They haven't hit Z yet, so...
Yeah.
Ironically, I think it's the only show on BBC that for its entire lifespan has been fronted by the homosexuals.
Yes. Indeed, it is.
And, you know, we're running out of letters soon, so... Will QI end? Will it go into numbers or what?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, we've done A to Z. Now let's do 1 to infinity.
You get a lot of you let a lot of Brian Cox on that one. So
If anyone
the
wants to join the
number-
audience, you can do so, because we're
Number
running
zero.
into gay gags.
Starting.
Number zero is really important.
How did we get
Hey,
to
welcome to
Brian
Quiplash
Cox?
3.
You are.
Murder Most Foul. I'm Schmitty, and I hope to meet and or exceed your quipping needs today. Oh yeah, hey, if you're not playing, you can still get in the audience and vote. Put in the room code to join. Round 1 is on deck. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their favorite. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it? Great.
Let the typing commence.
Round 1, where the points don't matter. I'm not winning this. Oh, fuck off, Jackbox.
What happened?
The prompts.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to get many points, but I'm going to submit any others. I like it.
That's the way you play QI. It won't get me any points, but it's funny.
Pretty much. And that's how you get points.
Or by using the safety quips, because for some
Time's
reason in
almost
this
up.
edition,
Use a
safety
safety
quips
quip
kick
if you're
ass.
Eek!
Oh wow! Time
5,
flew by.
4,
What the hell?
Hurry!
3,
Hurry!
2, 1.
Eek!
Everyone's in.
Oh,
At the last fraction of a
wow.
second.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
First in line. Instead of whistling, an updated version of Snow White suggests you blank while you work.
So instead of whistling, an updated version of Snow White, no comment,
Let's vote.
suggests you Hawaii chair while you work, or gossip about Snow White while you work.
Okay. Bit
Sure what a
better.
Hawaii chair is.
Neither do I.
Well, you can ask Charleston, but everyone says gossip about Snow White. And about how Disney
Okay,
can't make
what's
films
next?
anymore.
A weird thing
Don't
for a
watch Lilo and
dentist to
Stitch.
say while you're in the chair.
Charleston.
Oh, this is funny. I'm
And
going to
now,
the dentist.
pick your favorite.
A weird thing for a dentist to say while you're in the chair. Nice to see you, just see you nice. Or, how is the dog?
As long as he doesn't say roll on one, you're okay.
The Hawaii chair, by the way, is a Buy-It on TV product. It's a chair which rotates around in circles and it's meant to make you lose weight.
And now,
Oh,
And it
The
just
nice
looks
to
like
see
says
you
it's
to
okay
see
to have
nice
dogs as long as they blank.
Hedgie, this one's yours.
The apartment lease says it's okay
Time
to
to
have
pick the one
dogs
you
as
like
long
best.
as they are human and don't make contents for OnlyFans, or use the toilet to pee.
so they are watching us. God damn it!
You do realise these answers are provided by the audience, right, Pete? Just so you know.
The prompts, however.
And it's a tie.
It's a tie!
Oh,
The first tie of the game.
Next up,
we haven't
Will
done
it
one of those
a
in a
continue?
while.
job title you
Damn.
probably shouldn't put on your LinkedIn profile.
It's the Xavier.
Right, a job title you probably
Okay,
shouldn't
choose your
put
favorite.
on your LinkedIn profile. President of the US 2016 to 2020 or horse inseminator? Depends on what you're applying for. I mean, food handling, you probably don't want to say horse inseminator.
I don't know what I voted for because I waved my pen near the touchscreen and it just selected something. Apparently
Horse
it's like a
inseminator.
There you go.
Moving
I
right
put a video
along.
on the general.
A good excuse for not reading your friend's
news.
new screenplay.
So, a good excuse for not reading your friend's new screenplay is
Now it gets real.
Buddy,
Pick your
Disney
favorite.
owns Star Wars, all right? Or I've been busy trying to digest your old one.
Both of those could fit any George Lucas film.
And busy trying to digest the old one wins it.
Hey,
All right, check this out. If a friend describes your blind date as interesting, it means blank.
Charleston, go for it.
So if a friend describes your
Okay,
blind date
everybody,
as
pick your
interesting,
favorite quip.
it means Xavier was there, or the ugliest sin and boring as hell.
wait, what's the difference between these two props?
Yeah, but like,
Rude.
I'll go for the slightly less rude one.
And it's another tie.
See, there's no difference between the props.
Let's keep it going. The worst
Fine.
thing to
I
say
can
after
kill him
kissing
later.
someone.
Fine.
Hedge.
The worst
All
thing
right,
to
people,
say
it's
after
voting
kissing
time.
someone. Dog food, tasty, or yummers. Again, what's the difference between the props?
Context for the first one, the second one, no context. Read the answers.
Yeah, that might be a quick
Well,
safety
it's a
quip, but it's split
safety
the
quip,
room.
it's a tie again.
Like I said, safety quips.
Next on the docket.
Fucking kick ass in this.
Family secret, grandma keeps her cash in blank.
Xavier. Yes.
Oh God!
Decisions,
so family
decisions.
secret: Grandma
Choose your
keeps
favorite.
her cash in her dentures, or Grandpa,
That's the answer I would have given if I was answering this one.
who's dead and buried.
It's like, bend over, Grandpa. We need a new sofa.
I'm just picturing a transaction.
And now the brain bleach is triggered.
And Grandpa wins it.
They are the people
I
on
took
the
a
slow
locket of
old
round
people
one's
road
hair to
sign.
remember it by. Let's look at the scores.
Blink, can you miss it, guys?
I'm third. Hedgie's first. Jennifer Bat second. Xavier's fourth. Then it died. Well, it didn't die. It faded out, but same difference.
Round
Yes.
2 has arrived. The points are doubled, but so are
Points
the
are doubled.
expectations.
Double points. Double promises.
Or as we like to say, points matter now.
Yeah. I've got a rule 6 question. I don't like this.
Mm-hmm. Thinking I might run into a jinx. It's been a long time, but there's a high possibility of a jinx. For those who have not actually seen a jinx happen, because it has been a long time.
It has indeed. Then literally
jinx.
it means nobody gets any points because the prompts are exactly the same.
Yeah.
However, you will get an amusing quip from Schmitty.
Yeah. This is why people use exclamation marks. Stops.
In order to avoid the jinx. However, that means it's not much fun.
That means they know it's going to be a jinx. I only know it after I've hit the
Time's
turn and
almost
gone.
done. Save
Oh
your
wait.
bacon with a safety quip.
Oh god. TK, what are you doing? Stop writing a novel.
He's spell checking.
No.
Jennifer Bat, hurry!
Quick, before the internet gives out.
Internet. Yeah, internet may
Oh,
have
no,
gone.
maybe got there. Maybe got
Okay,
there.
let's
Maybe in,
see
maybe
what you've
in.
wrought.
I'm not liking my second answer.
Kicking things off,
That's generally
instead
my
of
response.
on-hold music, companies should offer callers blank.
So instead of on-hold music, companies should offer callers tutorials on how to fix their shitty lives, or lives, and free deals.
Which technically is a good tutorial. I'd have gone lines from the Insult Simulator instead.
Yeah.
Insult Simulator was a great game.
Next,
No, it is
the
a good
most
game.
disappointing
It
last
hasn't
line of a
stopped
mystery
existing.
novel, probably.
Justin.
The most disappointing last line
Now
of
it's
a mystery
time to
novel,
vote for your
probably.
favorite.
The butler did it, or the end. One of those is exactly what I would have written, so...
And they lived unhappily ever after.
This is not Snow White.
And the butler did it.
The Butler Did It does indeed win.
Next, we have an awesome side effect of climate change, hopefully.
Hedgie.
An awesome side effect of climate
All
change.
right, choose your favorite.
None. Crap summer and massive spiders, or bigger water parks.
Now we know who GK's answer is.
It's a long, wordy answer. It's got spiders in it, and it's getting close to Rule 6.
Bigger water parks wins.
Bigger water parks.
Next one up, God's short review of humanity.
Xavier.
God's short
All right,
review of
vote for the
humanity.
one you
0
like best.
stars. Creating mostly harmless. God damn you. Reminds me, I need to re-listen to those books on Audible.
Mostly harmless.
How did mostly harmless win? I mean,
And
0 stars
next,
but not create again. Surely it's the correct answer.
Thanos
there.
has gone too far this time. He
Douglas
destroyed
Adams,
half
Hitchhiker's
the
Guide to the
blank in the
Galaxy.
universe.
So Thanos has gone too far this time. He's destroyed half of the
Here's the fun part.
non-Disney
Pick
movie
your
studios,
favorite quip.
or half the ferries in the universe.
I mean, at this point, there aren't many non-Disney owned movie studios.
In that case,
Also,
Thanos should leave them alone.
remember, if he's destroyed half the furries, that means half the IT pros in the world have gone.
Exactly, we need IT people.
Without further ado,
How do I
when a
fix
rock
this?
star
Turn it
asks,
on and off
"How y'all
again.
doing tonight?" You should never shout back, blank.
Charleston.
Alright, here comes my terrible American accent.
Now it gets
When a
real.
rockstar
Pick your
asks
favorite.
how you're doing tonight, you should never shout back, I'm riding the tea, or don't ask.
So when are you going to do the accent?
That's why I said it's
Heady.
I mean, at least you did better than Jack Whitehall.
We have a quiplash.
Whoa!
Oh. Snow's Destiny has quipplashed Jennifer back in round 2 where the points matter.
Maybe we'll
Snow
leave it
next
as riding
is-
the tea is.
The perfect
Snow has
adventuring party
stormed
includes
into
a
the lead
fighter,
now.
a wizard, and a blank.
Hedgie.
The perfect adventuring party includes
Time
a
to pick
fighter,
the one you
a
like
wizard,
best.
and a rather unorthodox bard with spells, or dazzlingly witty cocktail pianist.
So,
I'm sorry, this is Final Fantasy VII.
a bard, and that also is well within the remit of Final Fantasy VII.
My God, I actually got 2 votes for my answer. I can't believe
I
that.
had to go with the cocktail pianist.
Definitely go with the cocktail
Let's see
pianist.
how they handle.
Or
I
as we
need
like to
hide
call him,
treasure
the
in a
bard.
place this player will never look. Where should it go?
I've lost track of whose question it is.
All right,
It's Mr.
people,
Xavier.
it's voting time.
I need to hide treasures in a place Snow's Destiny will never look. Hedgie's bedroom, or outside. Oh, guys, let's not roast the listeners. We get roasted, not our audience.
And
Apparently, outside wins.
The audience agrees with me.
Wow, that's it for round
Grant,
2.
so sorry,
Time
Snow.
race wise, huh? Let's see your scores.
That's where the treasure might
That's
be.
just general advice, that's not. So
So-
Destiny's in second.
Oh no!
Jennifer back
that's-
down to last.
Oh.
Prepare yourself for Griplash, a crazy
Griplash.
final round that came to me in a fever dream. You'll each receive a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. One of you wasn't paying attention, but that's fine.
Okay, so Snow needs a good answer because he's going up against Hedge.
Gee.
Everyone else still is in it, so long as they get a quit back. But these prompts are not helping me. Fuck. That's not helping. That's not helpful. I can't even say it. God damn it. Fuck. Well, we have
Okay,
15
it's flip
seconds. and Everyone's
time.
in.
Everyone is
Yeah.
The 3 things every good orgy has.
So the 3 things that every good orgy has is toys, lots of people and food, or lots of exotic sex, all the nice BDSM play
Decisions,
toys, a very large
decisions.
insurance
Choose
policy.
your favorite.
Pretty sure insurance won't cover orgy. Third party fire and theft, yes.
Oh,
Could be personal injury.
I mean, I've got to say, I would go for the buffet. And so would everybody else.
Everyone loves food.
The 3 signs
I don't
that
need
you are
coverage for
now
injuries.
An adult.
Charleston.
The three times that you are now an adult. Cleaning house,
All
paying
right,
bills,
choose your favorite.
can now do that tongue thing. Excited to get socks for Christmas. Birthdays are just another day. having to work to get money.
Wow, could somebody please take the knife out of my back?
Yeah. I mean, the left answer was doing well up until can do that tongue thing, because
Dragon,
a lot of that
not
you can't
lizard.
do.
We don't do that tongue thing.
Like some tongue things you can't do because genetics.
Southington wins it.
3 Zoom backgrounds nobody's asking for.
Edgy.
3 Zoom backgrounds nobody's asking for. Milton Keynes, Painted Wall Drawing,
Okay,
or
everybody,
me,
pick your favorite
and
quip.
the adult toy store, the regular toy store, the thrift store's toy section. It's toys, toys and toys, or me, and where I came from.
Milton Keynes.
You came from Winchester, darling. You're a Winchesterian.
Yeah, I know. Apparently so. And yes, Milton Keynes, because concrete cows.
According
so
to
this
old
is the big
people,
one.
the only 3 things young people do these days.
Xavier.
Thanks. According to old people, the only 3 things
Okay,
young
choose
people
your
do
favorite.
these days is hang out, think their generation is best, always wear black, wine more, and even more. And for those youngsters who are listening and think, oh no, that will never be me when I get old. It will.
And it's a tie.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh, does this mean that
Which
they
means
don't
someone-
have enough
I
points?
can't
Someone
believe
from the
we
lower
made it.
brackets
Let's see
could
the
steal.
final scores.
I don't know. I don't
the
think
final
so.
scores.
It'd be very close.
Because the scores were all quite close. And Xavier has stolen.
Oh wow!
Southington, though, nearly. If I hadn't
Wow.
had that lucky answer, Southington.
So, top answer of the game was don't ask.
God.
Yeah, we don't even want to know this, what the story
That was
is.
the
Just do
only
that.
one. The only one.
Cosmic says, somehow I stayed sick for all 3 rounds. I take that as an accomplishment. Consistency.
To be fair, we have had times when being last was the challenge sometimes.
Oh, in that case, I won that challenge.
Oh, that was funny. Okay, do we want to do a little bit of done and dusted?
Oh, yeah, we have some done and dusted, don't we, this week?
We do.
Got a funny
Yes,
one.
because the series has finally ended. And I wish I
Oh.
hadn't been shown the news articles that told me how it ended. I really do.
Right.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
For some reason, we're still on Charleston. Let's shift that over to Xavier as soon as I find my mouse cursor. Why is my mouse not working? Let's flick to everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
There we go.
Boyd.
Yay.
That's the bit I wanted.
So I'm going to be doing the introduction to Done and Dusted and the
Yeah.
conversations for the people who've actually watched this season. So this is
Ooh.
season 2 of the most recent Doctor Who.
Spoilers
with,
for Doctor Who, by the way. If you
Nooksy.
haven't yet seen Doctor Who and you don't want spoilers, mute
Yes.
the stream now, and we'll put
We'll give
Xavier
you
on
this
wave.
signal.
Yeah, we'll have Xavier waving around like a weirdo in the next 5-10 minutes or so,
And
just to
so
signify that it's safe for you to resume listening. And your spoilers begin in 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Spoilers begin. Snape kills Dumbledore.
Good. Hey! So I knew this ended because of a news article talking about the last episode.
Ooh.
Because
Yeah.
initially, the rumours were a certain person is going to come back. And then, certain person's going to be the Doctor. And then the episode came out.
I hadn't seen these leaks or spoilers.
Good!
Because I had really not been paying attention. I wouldn't say I haven't enjoyed this season. I have enjoyed this season, but for me, the season as a whole hasn't been as strong as, say, Peter Capaldi's seasons, for instance. And yeah, there's definitely been a decline, in my opinion, of New Who, as it's called. Charleston, I know, has vastly different opinions to me, and We do align in some places, but in other places, yes, we do vastly differ in our opinions. But what is Xavier doing?
As it happened, just today for procrastinating, I've ranked all of the Shooty Gutwell episodes, all of Doctor Number 15.
Nice.
So I suppose we should start at the start of the two-parter, I suppose, for the finale. Charleston, what happened in the first episode? Because this is the first episode of the finale, not the season.
First episode of the finale, we entered the Wish World, which was where everything was so perfect it was scary. Basically.
So this is pulling from what the original intention was for when he became the Doctor previous season ago, because the intention was desires and fantasies were becoming real and your influence on the universe was becoming real, because they did the time travel right at the beginning where we ended up with Mavity just before he became Nukti. And that became a running thing, if I recall, if I'm thinking correctly. Been a while. But the idea was things that were fantastical were becoming real. That's my understanding.
Well, this is a lot more localized. Basically, an earlier episode in the season that had basically like a conspiracy theorist person basically try to get information on the Doctor and things, and then expose units of fraud, blah, 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 blah. And the Doctor then has to...
Tuesday.
The Doctor has to give him a bit of a telling off. Basically, the episode was actually really quite good for the most part, and then the Doctor had to show up.
Yeah,
it was one of those Doctor
really
Light episodes. And then I would say the Doctor had to come along and spoil it and shove the moral of the episode down your throat. Charleston actually quite liked that bit and says it made the Doctor, actually had showed the Doctor in like being the Doctor for a change.
Yeah, because it seems like every other episode he's crying for some reason.
Yeah. Oh god, that started to really get up my nose. It's lovely that the Doctor's been here and he's more emotionally available and everything than previous Doctors have been. But do you have to shed a tear in every bloody episode? Seriously. He gives this character Conrad, who's the conspiracy theorist, a bit of a telling off and saying, "You'll die alone, sad, horrible death, blah." And yeah, we start this two-parter in Wishworld, created by Conrad. With the aid of a magical baby, who's the seventh son of the seventh son.
Okay.
Yeah, my partner got this right away, that apparently the seventh son of the seventh son is somehow magical. As soon as that happened, he knew exactly where it was going.
Yeah, it's a wizard, because that's old school fantasy, at which point I would go, what? I mean,
technically Doctor Who is science fantasy, so they can, I guess, be more into fantasy if they want to.
Yeah, I mean, literally he was Merlin at one the Sylvester era, which I find hilarious. But it's when you go, because the seventh son, and then you go, you do realise how common that actually is. Never mind. Carry on.
And also, when you think about it, this whole Shujigawa era began with goblins.
True. And space babies.
But no David Bowie.
No, although we did get a Eurovision Song Contest booth this season.
Yeah.
I blame you. I blame you. I was awake for a short period of time. He infected me with that fucking video.
That is quite possibly the best song ever written for Doctor Who.
Don't look it up. Don't.
Do look it up.
No, don't.
I mean, the BBC...
It's only a minute and a half.
The Doctor Who YouTube channel is running a 24-hour live stream of this song looped. And they have
the official one's only a minute and a half.
Yeah, the song's about a minute and a half long. And yeah, it's running looped 24/7. And on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. It's been up since the episode aired, basically, a couple of days after the episode aired.
So there was definitely then, from the sound of it, some things that were classic New Who, currently. Some things that may have been touching on previous themes. But the two-parter that we've been avoiding talking about.
Yeah. Well, the two-parter starts, as we say, in the Wish World, where life is perfect.
Except for the broken mugs.
It's the nuclear family, husband and wife. Husband goes out to work, wife stays home doing the dishes. 1950s styly. So everyone lives in these kind of very 1950s styly houses with decor and kitchens and things of the era. And yeah, there's every now and again things will slip, as they called, and like a mug will fall through a table.
Ooh.
And it's normally when people start doubting the world.
Ah.
There's like, and then it causes little cracks in
So
reality.
it's the Matrix. It's the Matrix.
Ish. But slips are just a part of life. Everyone accepts them, and everyone just moves on. But if you are caught doubting, then the police will come and arrest you, because doubting is naughty. And this is also the episode just after we got the reveal of the Rani. You remember a classic Doctor Who villain from many, many, many moons ago? A time lady.
Yes.
Yeah, that whole one reveal was that might have been the worst way to reveal a character that Doctor Who's ever done with the Varney.
Let's do a bi-generation of the bad guy. Because why not? That's the thing this season. And even then, one half
It's all
the
the more
Rani...
pointless coming to the end of the second part because I won't spoil it. I can spoil what happened in the second part. One of those Ronnies get eaten.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which sounds
We
more
knew them
entertaining than it is.
Yeah, we knew them for 1.5 episodes basically, and they are gone.
Huh.
One eats
So
one.
was that
one gets-
Omega then?
Yeah, basically, well, the Rani had used Conrad to make this wish world. After his telling off by the Doctor basically said people just want to be safe and happy and blah, blah, blah. So Conrad made a world that was safe and happy. Perfect weather everywhere, you know. The weather today is going to be lovely type thing. And eventually the Doctor kind of breaks out of this conditioning. Belinda, his squeeze, a companion, that's the word.
No, squeeze. No, from what I've heard, squeeze is apt.
Yep, so yeah, Belinda and the Doctor are a couple now, and they have a kid called Poppy,
Oh.
who's apparently really important for some reason, but we don't know why just yet. So yeah, episode happens. Basically, the Doctor figures out, oh my god, this is all just bullshit. He and Belinda are arrested for doubting. They meet the Rani. The Rani does the whole exposition thing, and basically, it's about an hour's worth of exposition of this is all the plot you need to know, so the next episode will make sense.
Not my
most two-parters.
not my favourite way of doing a two-parter, but yeah.
No, this is basically Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 in Doctor Who form, but without all the magic.
You see, I don't mind Deathly Hallows Part 1 as a movie. I think I roll with it fine.
Yeah, it's not a
I
bad
get where you're
movie.
coming from, but I don't mind it.
It is just 2 hours of exposition, though, basically.
Because the first half of the book is
Yeah, about
Exposition.
5
But anyway,
million pages of
part two.
exposition.
part 2.
So, part 1 ends as the Rani have managed to trick the Doctor onto a balcony and set off a series of explosions, so the balcony is now falling to Earth and going to go into a big hole and die or something.
Oh, I see.
Part 2 opens. Charleston, what was your opinion on the start of part 2? Namely,
My
how
opinion-
the Doctor escapes.
I actually quite like that. I was not expecting Anita to come back. Anita, for reference, is the owner of the hotel in the prior Christmas special, who actually becomes more of a companion than the main companion does in that episode.
Ooh.
Yep, for that episode.
Yeah. And the spoilers for that episode at least, well, I guess you'll have to spoilers anyhow. She ends up working for the Time Hotel, where you get to time travel based on whichever hotel room you go into. And
Ooh.
she saves the day by opening the door, which happens to be the same balcony that the Doctor's falling on. And just goes through and is like, yeah, you're in my dimension now.
Or as I call it,
Oh,
the Doctor was saved by yet another Russell T Davies Deus Ex Machina.
yeah.
It was a welcome Deus Ex Machina, because that was a cameo that I was never expected to get, and I did like. I just wish he had more to do for the rest of the episode.
I just wish he'd come along maybe a couple of minutes later. I just wish the Doctor had managed to save himself, because this is something with Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. He's barely saved anyone. You know the Doctor's modus operandi is to jump around time and things, fix problems and save people. Barely saves anyone in his two season run. Maybe like 2 or 3 people he's managed to save. He's killed a few people indirectly, but saved not quite so many. I mean, in this season's first episode, when Belinda gets kidnapped by the robots, taken to the home planet, which is Belinda's planet, basically, all made by the stilted ex-potential lover, who then turns into...
The planet of the incels, where
Yes.
there's only one incel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she calls it, Planet of the Incels. And it's like,
Oh.
okay. And he gets defeated by basically, they create a time paradoxy thing. He explodes back into a sperm and then gets sucked up by a vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
To which,
Yeah, and they actually laugh about it, which is awkward.
the Doctor and Belinda are just laughing about that.
Oh.
And it's like, no, the Doctor would try and at least save the bad guy, like he typically does. He'll give the bad guy one chance to redeem himself, or at least to step down and stop being a dubious person, and then will enact heinous pain upon them. But no, not even get that. He just that wasn't it. So now he's a sperm. Now he's sucked up by Hoover. He's effectively dead. Isn't that funny?
Anyway, the final episode, after he got saved by MacGuffin.
Yep, MacGuffin comes and basically, using the Time Hotel, they managed to basically puncture a hole in the wish effectively.
Ooh.
And remind you of who they actually are.
Yes, remind you of who they are. And do you know, for the most of that first double parter, I didn't even realise that was Unit.
No? I got it right away.
I didn't even clock it was Unit. It just
Well, they gave it a new name for the acronym, didn't they?
yeah.
Something
because of the
Silver
spin-off.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the new spin-off, yeah.
Which I haven't seen anything
A
about
new
yet.
spin-off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You don't. But anyway, the
It's like
final
Torchwood
episode.
Park 2.
Final
What's this
episode.
one called?
Yeah, so basically, they use the power of the hotel, or at least the reality bending properties of actual having a spot in time that is not affected by the wish, to merge realities again a bit, and then they put Belinda in a box. Because the Doctor's like, well, we need to basically get rid of this wish to revert things back to how they should be, and Belinda's like, but if we do that, Poppy will disappear because Poppy is a product of the wish, and it's like, yeah, well, Poppy's weird because Time Lords are sterile; they can't have children. So how do we save it? And so we got this box that exists outside of time and space. We can stick Poppy in the box. And Belinda's like, well, if the baby's going in the box, I'm going in the box too. And I was like, good, because you'll be useless. Bye. Because she has not covered herself in glory this season. Sorry. Good actress, just not a fan of the character in the slightest. So she gets put in a box and forgotten about. And the Ruby comes back from the previous season. And is all, hi, I'm here to save the world. And it's like, good, a competent companion. Great, let's go. And so, yeah, they basically go and do the thing necessary. Well, basically, the Rani summons Omega, who's apparently a big bad boss from Doctor Who of old.
Yes.
When Mel was the assistant and she battled them. Because Mel comes back as a cameo for reasons. And it's like,
someone managed to get a moped up a flight of stairs. They didn't ever explain that.
No.
Omega from the Pertwee, the Troughton, the original trilogy.
Wow.
First original 3 Doctor episode.
Wow.
Big
God
enemy.
Damn.
5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Lasts 5 minutes.
he's now a CGI Gollum, basically. Or Golem, sorry. Gollum being a character from Lord of the Rings, and not associated with Doctor Who. He's now just a big CGI monster, effectively. He's like, he's trapped in the underworld or the underverse, whatever it's called, and where basically the legends have warped him, and he's just this big CGI thing who eats half of the Rani after they bigenerated. And Anita Dobson played the other half. She was Mrs. Flood in the first season of Shooty Cutwa's episode run, and she came back as Mrs. Flood. And it turns out Mrs. Flood was actually the Rani, who then bigenerates, and so we get two the Ranis appearing. It's like, okay, that happened. And they work together, and then the new one gets eaten. And
when you say they work together, it's more like the new Rani overpowers the old Rani.
Yeah,
for some
bosses the old
reason,
Rani
and
around
makes
a lot.
her her slave.
Yeah. And there could have been some quite interesting character development because the old Rani seemed to be a little bit annoyed about this at one spot, but that was never mentioned again. So, yeah, that seems to be a lot of Russell T Davies of this run. It's like lots of things mentioned, never see it again.
Yeah, we never did get an answer as to why the Doctor was getting visions of Susan.
No. Or a great many other things for that matter. But yes.
I mean, I think the real answer is because they want to do that before the actress dies.
Well, yeah, probably. But basically, the whole season has been trying to get Belinda back home to a specific date in 2025, which was the Saturday of the 2-parter. Basically, that was the date they'd pinned. And they, for some reason, they've been locked out. And it turned out it's because the Ranis were using that date to try and summon Omega.
Ah,
And
interesting.
in the end, they're like, "Come on, Doctor, you know you want to see Omega. Yeah, come on, let's summon him." And Doctor's like, "Yeah, all right, why not?" And so they summon the Omega. He immediately eats the more new of the bi-generated Rani. The old one goes nope and teleports away, never to be seen again. And then the Doctor just blasts him with a big energy ray used by what energy he'd collected over the course of the season so far, and Omega was gone.
Oh, okay.
And it was like,
I
well,
shoot you with the power ray of friendship. What?
as good as. It was the most underwhelming, would you say, Charleston?
I wouldn't say it was underwhelming. I'd say it was clunky. That's the word I would use to describe that whole climax.
Or lack thereof. Because that wasn't the climax of the episode. You'd think, Rani defeated, Omega defeated, world's back to normal, roughly. Great. That's the end of the episode.
It was more of a climax than the previous season finale, because the season finale was everyone sitting around waiting to do nothing.
As thrilling
and then
as it sounds,
being
folks.
bagged by a dog leash.
Yes. But you think that
You know,
was...
At least this time we got like guns and giant skeletal creatures.
Yeah,
and
Unit can move.
yeah, they got a moving platform.
It
That was never
rotates.
explained before.
Ooh, yeah, it rotates and things. But yes, so you think, oh, great. That's a big climaxy thing. Great, the episode ends. Oh, no, wait, there's still 20 minutes on of runtime yet.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like an extra end, effectively.
Oh, like Return of the King.
No, because that has like 5 of them and it just doesn't stop. At least Doctor Who ended. Return of the King, I swear, it's probably still going.
So how does it end as we're now 15 minutes towards the end of the show?
Oh, yeah, we've ruffled a bit, haven't we? So, yeah, the episode ends with...
Well, basically,
they bring the
Doctor
box
managed
back.
to use his regeneration energy to bring Poppy back to life.
Hang on,
And
we haven't got
turns
that far
out
yet, 'cause-
that Belinda was trying to get home because she is the mother of Poppy. And even though Poppy never existed before that, that's the whole reason she's going home now, because she can't afford a babysitter.
Well, they
Yeah.
well, they stuck Belinda and Poppy in the box. Belinda and Poppy came out of the box after everything was put back to normal, and they was going, "Yay, everything's back to normal," and the kids survived, yay! Then they went. Back, then Belinda and Doctor and Ruby went back into the TARDIS. They'd set up a little crib in there and everything. And there was actually a very good, clever scene where Belinda and the Doctor would talk about where they can take the Poppy to and everything, and they were passing and folding a piece of baby clothes between each other. That was just getting progressively smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and neither of them were noticing. But Ruby was noticing, and she could remember Poppy. And then when, of course, the baby garment disappeared, and the Doctor and Belinda had just completely forgotten Poppy even existed, and Ruby was going, "But where's the baby? Oh, the baby's gone. Shit, what's going on? Ah!" Dashes out into Unit and go, "Does anybody remember Poppy?" And I'm going, "Who? No, what?" And she's the only one who can remember. And eventually she managed to talk the Doctor around. "No, Poppy was a child. It was your child. You need to go and fix this." So the Doctor uses a load of regeneration energy to kind of jig the universe 1 degree to bring Poppy back. And it's successful, but as Justin says,
What?
turns out in this version of the universe now, Poppy is alive and does belong to Belinda, but does not belong to the Doctor.
Oh.
And so, yeah, he's got to give this up. And then the Doctor goes and regenerates because he's used up all his load of energy on this, and so no more Shooty Gatwa. And who do we get instead of Shooty Gatwa?
Fucking Rose Tyler.
Yep, Billy Piper pops up and goes, "Oh, hello." And then the
Billy
episode
Piper is now the Doctor.
No.
No.
Rose Tyler is now the Doctor. Important point. A different entity entirely.
I see.
But this isn't really officially confirmed, because in the credits, she's credited as introducing Billy Piper, not introducing
Yes.
Billy Piper as the Doctor, which it usually is.
Yeah.
So for all we know, she could be Bad Wolf or some other
Well,
made-up character.
she put up an Instagram post of herself just as Billy Piper, but posing with a rose, with the caption, "A rose is a rose is a rose." So it does look like she is back in the capacity of Rose Tyler, in my opinion, because what I suspect has happened is that she's going to have to merge with David Tennant when David Tennant and Shooty Gatwa were bi-generated. And my theory is, and I'm probably wrong, but my theory is she's going to have to merge with them to create one whole Doctor again.
Oh, weird.
Which will be interesting. And then we'll get a proper regeneration once they figured out A, if we're getting another season, and B, who the new Doctor's going to be.
Yeah, because now they're on the hiatus, aka we may get cancelled because, oh my god, our ratings.
I don't think it's going to get cancelled.
Depends if Disney pick it back up, because otherwise Russell T Davies is going to have to shop around to find someone else to fund it. Because Doctor Who's expensive, and while it has been produced by BBC Worldwide, which is their commercial arm, so it's not been the license fee who's been paying for Doctor Who mostly, they have put some money into it. But yeah, Disney Plus put a butt ton of money into it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As you can tell by the sometimes good, mostly terrible CGI that's happened in this season.
I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that they're having a hiatus, but I am really umming and ahhing over whether or not there should be another season, because we've gone from Christopher Eccleston bringing him back for one season, but my God, that was a fantastic season. We then went into David Tennant, who pretty much owned it, similar to previous historical Doctors. Then Matt Smith, who I adored.
Yeah, I thought Matt Smith was amazing.
We also have the War Doctor at some point. We then go into
Peter Capaldi.
I'm doing it now. No, we're doing Jackbox. We've got to go to Jackbox. I don't want to do it on this. I'll do a Jack.
What?
It's 10-2. I don't want to keep ranting.
Cosmic says, who do we know who works in musical theatre?
What, us personally, or
Cosmic does?
Yeah. So
Also,
are we saying Cosmic is going to be the new Doctor?
I think Cosmic is ready for Confuzzled because it's
Southpaw said, "Get your jazz hands at the ready. Confuzzled's theme for next year is a Confuzzled the musical."
Oh my word!
Cool. Thank you, Cosmic.
I know somebody else who works in theatre. Not specifically musical theatre, just theatre in general. They do prop building and things and paintings and set design and stuff. It sounds like a really cool job. Way above my skill grade. But so Doctor Who. Will there be another season? We shall find out in due course.
I hope there is, because it seems like the Doctor Who fandom has a way of hating the most recent series no matter what.
Yeah, see, I liked the Eccleston series because it was a good Doctor with bad scripts. And then we had, it was Jodie Whittaker then. Then we had David Tennant back. Then we had Judy Gower. And now we've got Billie Piper, who may or may not be a Doctor like a character. We shall see. Now the question is, do we do another Jackbox or do we just roll into wrap-up?
10 minutes. Do people want to overrun?
I've got time to overrun.
Cool. Jackbox it is then, TK.
Okay. I was too busy talking to set up another Jackbox, so let's just do a quick something. What?
He's got jingles.
He didn't even have one ready.
Well, we got engaged with the talking about who-ness for far too long.
Jingle up,
I will
TK.
say, on my rankings, I haven't rated a single episode below 5 out of 10. I've got 3 out of 5 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 out of 6 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7 out of 10. 2 out of 8. 1 out of 9. 1 out of 10.
Nice.
It takes a lot for me to really hate an episode of Doctor Who. And I haven't found myself hating any of these. Rolling my eyes, perhaps. But I found something good to say about basically every episode.
There have been good points to each episode, to be fair. Just not much of them to do with Russell T Davies. That one. Right, the Jackbox game is loading.
Are you saying you'd like to have Stephen Moffat back?
At the moment, as long as it's not bloody Chris Chibnall. Right, I'm just going to check the settings.
I turned off at the Matt Smith era because Stephen Moffat's era confused the hell out of me. It got too complicated for me to keep track of. I mean, Chibnall, give him credit for one thing. I could follow what the hell was going on, with the exception of Flux. That was a whole mess. But the other two series, I could keep track of them. But that's just me.
Right, I'm creating the room.
Da-da-da.
Yay, we have a room code. Excellent.
Hooray!
Boop. Yes, that's worked. Awesome. Right, let us go to jingle.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
I thought we'd have some Dictionarium.
Hey!
Because this is reasonably a quick one.
Is it?
Reasonably. So, your room code, because this game is too old to say it for us, is XUEM. Oh, and someone should really do the big arm wavy thing, shouldn't they?
Oh, yes.
The spoilers are finished. Yes.
Yes.
For anyone who may not have actually.
Hang on. Xavier, wave your arms. There we go.
Spoilers over. Yeah, the sensible way. Put it in the chat that not everyone would save it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that's
It's fine. It's fine.
It's a
Don't worry.
long
It's fine.
time people have had to wait.
Apologies. Off to bed, so we've lost 2.
No worries. Have some good sleeps.
Right. Xenomorphs universally exceptional microscopes. Let's start the game.
All right.
Hi! Welcome to the Dictionarium, a magical land where you can make new words with just a wish and a dream and a handheld device. Check you people out! In the Dictionarium, you are responsible for making up and defining words. It's a team effort and also a competition. If you're just watching right now, join the audience. Enter the room code and play along. Time to begin. First things first, I'm sending a phrase to your device. Now you're going to write a definition for the slang on your device. The best part about creating new words is there's no way you can spell them wrong.
I like it when spelling is optional. Alright, we're about halfway on the sentences slowly being destroyed or erased. Depends on how you want to look at grammar.
I have answered.
That's good because everyone's in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
So for stick flipping, we've got the art of flipping over backwards to land on one's face when you are a millennial. Turning a work day into a sick day before getting out of bed. Vomiting on a hot surface and flipping it over like it's pancake once it's solidified. Your dog will love it.
And now we vote. Choose the
So
definition that
universally
makes the
agree,
most
not
sense
that
to
one,
you,
yeah?
or that makes the most joy to your world. And the winning definition is...
Turning a work day into a sick day before getting out of bed.
Yay!
Sick flipping.
Now let's do the same thing for the other phrase.
Hedgy.
Forever cow. The word for someone who has been a showrunner on a TV show for far too long that they just won't step down. Made of concrete and found in Milton Keynes. Immortal.
For your favorite, my dears.
Definition.
Pick the definition that makes you feel groovy.
Forever cow.
A pun
I
can
wanna
indeed
be
a definition.
forever
And remember,
cow.
you can award
Oh.
bonus points. And the winning definition is...
The made of concrete found in Milton Keynes. No surprise.
Well done, Southington. That was a good answer.
Yes.
Miss Southington have hearts.
Hey!
Yay, people liked your answer.
Round 2, baby. Things are heating up. Give me a new phrase that could mean the same thing as the definition on your device. Round 2 is quick, so start typing.
I ain't winning. You can tell it's late. My brain's just gone. Yeah.
There. That's okay. You've got right your, right you, right yo, right yo,
Righty.
right.
Right.
The time's
Red.
slipping away.
In red. Right.
Right.
Fabrical.
Let's see these
Made
words.
Of concrete and found in Milton Keynes
Choose
is
the slang
concrete.
that's matchy-matchy with this definition.
Mooncrete, Greg Rutherford, or block bovine.
Who's Greg Rutherford?
I've no idea.
Oh, shucks. I'll vote for him by mistake. Oh, well, Greg Rutherford's got a vote.
Oh, good points, everyone.
Whoa!
And your winner
Create,
is-
won it.
God knows how.
Mooncrete.
Mooncrete.
Stick flipping. Turning a workday into a sick day
You
before
get
getting out of
it.
bed.
We're voting on the other one now.
You got
Sorry.
Duvet, Phonotarium Day, or Lazy Mary Day.
Lazy Mary.
It's annoying because the one I like is the vomitarium. I don't want a ticket. Tickets because vomit. Oh.
And Duvet
And
wins
The
it.
official new slang phrase
Duvetting. It's
is...
double T.
Oh, yes, true. Duvetting.
Duvetting, yeah.
You're a wordsmith and all, TK.
It's a fictional word, but that's how I like.
Well, you could put the emphasis, the emphasis on the wrong place. Duvetting, as opposed to
Great.
duvetting.
Now we have a brand new
Duvetting.
piece of slang. Let's use it.
Whoa.
Write a sentence containing the new slang phrase.
Oh no.
Remember, your sentence doesn't have to be beautiful for me to love it the rest of my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Get everyone in.
I've got an
Is everyone
answer. I'm aiming for points.
I've used pretty much most of my character limits.
Everyone's in.
I am thrilled to present your sentences.
So, duvetting. Why is TK always duvetting stuff before starting the show? It's true. John is totally duvetting since he's going on holiday tomorrow. Work's been tough this week, doing a spot of duvetting until it all goes away, or until I get a pay rise, whichever happens first.
You wrote, now you vote.
Oh!
And the most votes went to this one.
Oh, now TK.
And
TK's
work's
really
been tough this
unassailable.
week. Yeah.
When
Create.
Keynes created some cows. James won second prize for his moo creation north of London. He rode the moo creek naked like the day he was born. That's hedgy, as we all say. That's we leave in a hurry.
It's time to vote.
Oh.
Oh dear.
And the most favorite sentence is...
Cosmic. Nice.
Second prize was moo creation.
Voila! Your hard work paid off. Thank you for your contribution. Add it all up and you've got a big, important word. Thank
But now let's see who got the most points.
The scores.
TK.
Yeah, I won some.
Hey, I got third.
Yeah.
I got third in Whiplash too.
you. Are welcome back.
Anytime.
Hey.
Hubba, hubba.
I just found a new
No,
one
my
trapped
definition
under
of
my
stick
duvet.
flipping.
Yes.
Vomit? No, not vomit.
And Southampton got the most likes.
Hooray!
The
Good
game
on
that
you,
you are
Southampton.
playing, well, it causes much
Yeah, that was a
hilaria.
very
You
quick
make up
turnaround
silly
for that
words
game.
and phrases
Yeah,
that
like I
are
say, that was a quickie.
You have to answer quickly.
Yes.
No, you really mustn't carry 'em.
Oh,
And
yeah.
anybody can
We managed to get our 2 games in.
We did.
Yes, we did.
Oh, now the Mupon scores.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cosmic.
Yeah.
Better late than never, eh?
I didn't expect to actually get any points.
Yeah.
The reason why TK actually wants to play this game.
Yes, it's this song.
Right. Well, we can't listen to the whole thing because some of us have to go.
Yes, that's true, we do.
People work.
Yes, we do.
Right,
Indeed.
let me go
Yes.
and find the jingle. I've got work tomorrow.
Oh, right.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I need it to pay bills, so job.
Radio killed the video star.
How can this be?
Which radio? TigerTails Radio. That's perfect. Internet radio has never been so fuzzy.
And there we go. That was Dictionarium for our second Jackbox game.
Yeah.
Just because it's made of concrete doesn't make it immovable, says Cosmic.
Oh. God. Damn.
Ah, the puns are
puns.
glorious.
Yes.
Well, we
Right.
shall wrap up, I fear.
I think it is time. So, yes, let us say our good nights and do the good nighty thing as my little train behind me slowly trundles backwards and forwards behind the pride flag because June, it's Pride Month.
Hooray.
Condor might make a visit during one of the episodes this month. Who knows?
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a look because I thought, no, there we go. There it goes. Train.
Yay.
See the train trundling past.
Train.
It's a good train.
Train.
Good train today. No Great Western Penny in
Train.
tank.
Nice.
But that doth bring us to the end of the show. I need to quit Dictionarium. There we go. So it is a good night and farewell from Xavier.
Good night, all.
It's a good night from Hedgie.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from Charleston.
Good night.
Say good night to the Void. Void.
Yeah.
Bye bye, Void. I've lost the mouse cursor. That's the danger with voids.
God.
Let's just. How do we stop the. Stop voiding. Void be gone. Thank you. Poof.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. It's done all four of us. Okay, well, that'll work. Oh, my head is floating in the bottom of the frame. So is Xavier's. If you like what you've seen in these shenanigans, use the little buttons down there somewhere. There is to subscribe and shenanigans like that to do the thing.
Yep.
We have a Xavier there, we have a Charleston there, we have a Hedgie over there. Stop poking Hedgie's underbelly.
Leave my underbelly alone.
This is why we don't have this mode very often. It's because you can't be trusted.
No.
And if only just notice how red my nose looks on camera. It's all the sneezing.
Yes. Welcome to the world of having a cold.
Yeah.
And on that note, we shall say tatty bye, everybody. We shall be back next week for more fun, frolics, shenanigans, Jackbox games, and other assorted things for episode 20 of TigerTails Radio.
Ooh.
But
Yeah.
until then, it is night, everybody. Night.
Night.